In this video, I'm going to be building a city from ores in Minecraft. Why, you ask? Well, the reason is because my friend is feeling a bit lonely. After I gave him the castle in the last episode, he was of course very happy, but after his son became an adult, he started wanting to hang out with friends again. But there's no way his friends can live here. I mean, look at homeless Dave over there. He explodes every time he feels nervous, and that's why I need to build a city for Timothy's friends. And since we're building the city from ores, we gotta check how much we have. Good amount, but it's probably not enough. So let's go downstairs to our thunderbolt machine and mine a few more ores. And I spent about 1 hour and a half mining with this machine. I think I found that part of the cave with a lot of iron because it's right next to tough. And wow, see this? So much iron. Doesn't work. This method doesn't work well. So let's change it up and fly to a mountain biome. And we have arrived. But let's sleep first because it's dangerous. Oh, I just woke up and already found one. One more emerald ore. Any more? Okay. Ah, right here. Another one. Another one. In mountain biomes, there are a lot of emerald, iron, and coal. So I mined my way down to Y level 0, dug out a room. Just mining out this room got me this much already, which is a good sign. And after mining a room out, I slapped down a beacon. Then I flew up to the top of the mountain, then mined in strips to find other ores. And thank you to Shokocraft. Just got started and already found one. Thank you, Shoko. Again. Thank you. Ooh, double. Hey, let me talk. Okay. Thank you, Shokocraft, for this mining method. I found a decent amount of emerald, found a cave, dropped to my death totally for content and not because I forgot my elytra. Found some more another one in the cave. Then I realized I've been at this for 30 minutes and I've only gone from Y level 143 to 96. At first, I was gonna do this with the whole mountain from the top to Y level 0, but we couldn't even get halfway with half an hour, so let's just look for the ones on the surface. Oh, but there's actually a good amount on the surface. And as soon as I say there's a good amount, I can't find any more. So I mined coal and iron instead, and in just 15 minutes, I got this much already, a lot of coal ores. But I also want deep slate coal, so let's go down and mine a bigger room, slap down a tunnel bore machine, and I mine for a lot. I forgot to check for caves. With a cave this big, I don't need to use the tunnel bore, so I brewed up some night vision potion and got exploring the cave. I mined some redstone, some deep slate iron, some normal gold ore, some normal lapis. Then I found a water cave, which I heard has a higher chance of spawning diamond. I didn't find any, so I returned the magma block that I borrowed for oxygen, mined some more, ran into bootleg Fusa zombie that died in 2 shots, and finally we found some deep slate coal, and by some I mean 8, which is good, but we need more. So I turned on the tunnel bore to expose more deep slate, finally found some diamond, then this big iron vein thing, which is so much fun to mine. I mean, look at this. It's like the more you mine, the more you find. And it led me to a big cave. So I mined a lot of redstone, mined some diamond, some iron, some gold, more diamond, then water cave, and diamond again. Found a spawner. Found all enchanted chainmail zombie. Mine again. Mine normal diamond. Mine deep slate coal. Mine diamond. Let me out! I mined until I became insane. Insanely rich, that is. Look at all these ores. Alright, now that we've got the ores, let's get straight to building. And the first step, an outline of the wall, which is going to be a circle. So I started by building a plus sign to measure the distance. Then I connected each point together, and surprisingly, I didn't make any mistake. But the hill was in the way, so let's get rid of it. The hill is cleared, so the next step is the inside wall. Now the outline of the wall is done, next is to build the actual wall.
Whoa, a wall that big? Would the ores be enough?
We're not just using ores, we're gonna use deep slate as well, and stones too. But I'll be honest, I haven't planned this out yet, so... Not sure. I wasn't sure if it was gonna look good, so I built it anyway. I think this is okay, so let's go with this design. And that's all my deep slate gone. Just a little more. But I still have cobble deep slate left. And I hope cobble deep slate can be turned into normal deep slate by smelting, right? After finding out that cobble deep slate could be smelted into normal deep slate, I smelted more and finished building the wall. The wall is done, so the next step is to place grass to make the floor smooth and green. And placing grass I thought was gonna take 30-minute max, but it actually took 2 hours because I didn't have enough dirt, so I had to do both mine and place dirt. And even the zombies were after me. Whoa, where'd you all come from? But no matter the disruption, the floor is done. Now that the floor is green and beautiful, the next step is to place the outline of the city, which the outline is going to be a square, circle, 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 big, circle, big. And 8 straight lines. In the middle of the city, I want it to be an ore fountain, so let's place the ore blocks. Now we mine out the grass and replace it with deep slate. Now the fountain is done, so the next step is the street, which for the street we're gonna need more deep slate, and deep slate is smelting. Another block we need is terracotta, so let's set up a beacon and mine some terracotta. Over 2 chocobox, dyed red. And another block we're gonna use is bone block, which along with red terracotta is going to be used for the side of the road, and deep slate for the middle section. And now we have to do this 4 times, which took exactly 1 hour. Alright, now the street is done. And the next block I want to use is azalea leaves, so let's grab some azalea saplings, and now we grow them to cut some leaves. Alright, 40 minutes and I got this much azalea, but right now I have no food, so let's trade for golden carrots from the farmers first. And now that we have food, let's grab these emeralds and turn them into blocks. But let's leave the emerald right now because we're gonna build a garden in the middle of the city, starting with bushes around the city center and benches for people with bad knees. And of course a garden has to have plants or trees, which I also decorated. Then I mined some grass, placed some leaves, and installed a path around the garden. And the last step of decorating is using bone meal. Wait, I lied. Okay. Now let's get designing the towers. The first step of designing for me is just to place down some shapes. But as I was building, what is this? I already placed this, didn't I? Oh, Enderman. Oh, if it's like this, I'm gonna have to mine out some blocks. Bad manner, man. I don't know why I added that in, but after filling up some holes, I continued with the outline of the city and the outline of the first building. The shape is a bit weird, but if we change it to the real blocks, it's probably gonna be better. So I hurried and changed it to the real building blocks. I think I put 2 little ores. So in the second building, I used more ores, but there's another problem because it looks like a vending machine. So in the third building, I paid more attention to the amount of ores and the shape of the build. And now the building in this city is 25% complete, but 25% is just 1/4. So I got right back to building a redstone house, followed by another type of redstone building, and next to it is the normal lapis building. Now it's 50% complete, but I feel like I like the normal stone buildings more than the deep slate ones, and that's probably because there's more variety in these buildings. So let's add more types of blocks to these buildings to make it look a little bit better. Alright, variety of blocks have been added. Then I built a tower made out of deep slate lapis lazuli. And the 8th building is made of regular diamond ore, but the amount of diamond in this building is very little because normal diamond is really hard to find. So I'm gonna go hard in the next building. And from over 3 stacks of diamond, this building left me with only 3 left. And the next building is a gold ore building, but I have very little gold again. So my solution to that is build a little house. And the next building is copper, which I don't have a lot of in deep slate variant, but I do have a lot of in normal variant. So I mixed them together into one building. And that's also because I'm running out of space. And the next ore even less than before because it's so dang hard to find. And because of its rarity, I had to sub in a few emerald blocks to build. And the last building is going to be made of iron ore. Alright, now all 13 buildings are complete, but I still haven't used deep slate core, so let's add it to this building. And what I mean by adding is just adding it to the base of the tower because I don't have enough blocks to do anything else. Now the main part of the build is done, but the inside is still empty. That's right, the next step is to build the interior. And this build is a watchtower, so I built stairs going up to the top. Now the interior is done, and next to the watchtower is not a vending machine, but a restaurant. And inside the restaurant is gonna be an oven, and of course the main kitchen, and tables and chairs for the customers. And the second floor is more tables and chairs. And now that the restaurant is done, the next building is church, which is gonna have a cross and some chairs on the first floor, and nothing on the second floor because I've never been to church. But the next building is a shop that sells weapons and armors, which is gonna have a smithing area, and armors and tools on the wall for people to buy. And for the second floor, there's gonna be more armors and tools, but of higher quality. And the next building is hotel, which is gonna have a reception desk at the front and stairs going up to the second and third floor. And of course the second and third floor is guest rooms. And the next building is my favorite shop because it is a music disc shop. And the first thing you're gonna see when you walk into the shop is a bunch of music discs on the wall, and next to it is a jukebox. And all the discs in the shop are from my disc farm. And aside from the music discs, the shop also sells posters, and the shop also offers an area where customers can just chill and listen to music. And the second floor is just the owner's bedroom. And that is my favorite shop in the city complete. And the next tower, of course, with this shape is gonna be another watchtower. And as for the next building, it's where couples come to take their relationship to the next step. Inside, there's gonna be a reception desk, and upstairs, I probably don't have to explain. What a beautiful place. I'm single. So the next place is for ladies and gentlemen to meet up. I don't know what happened with the previous two buildings, but this building is a house. And in the first floor, there's gonna be a living room and a kitchen. And the second floor is a bedroom. And the next building is an apartment. The first thing you would see when you walk in is a reception desk. Then the stairs that takes you to the second and third floor, which just like the hotels are gonna be bedrooms. And of course, the next building with emeralds like this, it's gotta be a bank. The first floor is once again the reception. And the second floor is the safe. And the last building is a library. First floor, books, chairs, tables. Second floor, books, chairs, tables. Third floor, books, chairs, tables. And now the interior and exterior of every building is done. So the next step is gonna be the best step because we're gonna find some friends for Timothy. Hello, are you Timothy's friend? Oh, you are! I found a lot of friends for Timothy, which includes sheep, donkey, cows, pigs, horses, rabbit, frog, chicken, and a fox. And they all willingly entered the city. And it seemed like Minecraft God thought those friends were too nice, so he did this. But a charge creeper is way too dangerous, so I kept him in a boat. Timothy, there's a bunch of friends in the city. Let's go! I took Timothy to the city and introduced him to his new friends. Hey, Timothy, that's Dave, alright? Don't talk to him. And that's John, Timothy, that's John. And that's Udom, Timothy, Udom. Udom, you see that? Are you happy, Timothy? And after that, I introduced him to more friends, but he did something I never expected him to. Huh? Wait. What's that sound?